Today, I want to show you how I was able to incorporate an AI Copilot into my portfolio website. So in order to get started, down on the bottom you'll notice that we can enable it with the click of a button. And here you do have to select your model, and you do have to provide your own API key. Now, I have those off screen here. So let's paste this one in. And of course, we can seal it. And it is temporarily stored in local storage, but it's encoded before it is stored. And when it is used on the server, it's encoded in the request and then decoded at the time that it needs to actually be applied to the SDK. All right, so if you don't have an API key, you can click the button here. It's available for all available models. And we hit apply. So it ran a quick test to verify that the API key is valid, and then it installed the model. And you'll notice here on the bottom right now, we have a little speech bubble. And when we open it up, we have our window, our AI Copilot window. I was able to set default prompts. Pretty much I can change anything I want. The color, the style, the prompt, everything. You name it, you can do it out of the box with Copilot Kit. Now, just give you some ideas of what it can do. Its context is kind of limited by the model, and I had to play with that and really reduce it. I wanted to give it everything and make it as detailed as possible, but we all know the limitations of models, tokens, and the prices associated with them, especially when you're supplying your own API key. All right, so let's try a couple things. Let's see here. Has Jason, let's see here, worked with Rust? Give it a moment, and indeed I have. So it brings it all up. Sometimes actually, if I say, let's say, show projects, I find that there can be some inconsistencies with any AI, that is. I see here, now this one's not showing. If we regenerate the response, and now it is showing. See, all AI kind of has its pros and its cons. All right, so let's see. Any work with Next.js. Well, that was fast. Yeah, it found 3 projects with Next.js. And it is actually supposed to sense that I said the word project, so it would navigate you over to my projects page. If you say anything about myself, it should take you to my about page. And same with articles. If you mention an article, does he know anything about, say, strict equality or flash loans? Let's try flash loans for a sec. So I'll just navigate back to the main page. Let's see here. Anything? Oh, that's fine. On flash loans. It found it, but it didn't navigate, and that's fine. It's always a work in progress. What is nice is I was able to, on my portfolio page, incorporate a Copilot, which again is kind of a task in itself. It's a project in and of itself, and it's nice to kind of have here. So you can feel free to play with it. Don't take it all too seriously. Like I said, I had constraints on the amount of context I could give it, and sometimes AI likes to make things up. So if you are actually looking at my page, want to know more about me, do it the old school way and actually click the buttons and go through, and you'll find everything that hopefully you'll find everything that you're looking for. All right, so back down here at the AI model, yes, I was able to select Grok. I can try to select other ones. Say I said Anthropic, and then I wanted to apply, but I kept the same key. Obviously, the validation would fail on that. So I added some validation in. We'll just go back to Grok, and then we'll close it out in a second. Now, it has the remove. So if you're not comfortable with API keys in the browser, like I said, they are encoded. I did make them encoded, but you can still remove them from your local storage, and that's what the remove does. It doesn't just delete it from state, it deletes it from your local storage. All right, perfect. Now let's talk about Copilot Kit just for a little bit. Not going to go too deep on it in this video. This is just an overview. So Copilot Kit, again, build fast, customize, and effortless. And it truly is. It really is. And it's open source, which is absolutely awesome. So it didn't cost me anything to use their product. They do have pricing. Their pricing is more based on support. For my application, I don't need any additional support outside their Discord support. Now, there's only a couple things I use. They have a whole bunch of offerings and features, and I recommend highly that you check it out. But for my use case, I just use their hook, this Use Copilot Readable. And honestly, all you do is any state that would normally be in your application, you can pass it to the hook and it'll be provided as part of the context on the model. And there's constraints there. There's always constraints, so keep that in mind. And then the second one I did here, which unfortunately, it works every other time except when you're recording, is that the Copilot action. So you can actually have it modify your state for you. In my case, I was just having it navigated, and as it should have, it would have navigated to my pages based on the words that you used, and which is a nice little interaction that it does for you. All right, so that's about as far as I want to go in this video. I wanted to introduce Copilot Kit. I'm going to be playing with it a little more. If you guys are interested in how I built it and want more of a deeper dive into the developer experience and hands-on code, just let me know. You can drop a comment in the comments section, but I'm normally over on Discord. You can find me at Dev Squad, and I'll leave that link in the description below as well. Okay, well, I'll see you in the next one.